Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Lee, aka a 20-something loser, and this is a milk and cookies speedrun here for you. This is a newer speedrun that was created with the start of Stardew Valley 1.6 because it features aspects from the Meadowlands farm. And also a feature involving getting gifts from Santa on the day of the Feast of the Winter Star in Stardew Valley. We are going to do this and set up our farm here really quickly. We do want legacy randomization, random seed. Make sure this is all good. I don't need that. Community center bundles is all normal. Okay, 7 separate. Perfect. We are playing as a male character because that is how we get the cookies in our mail. We're going to start off by sleeping a whole bunch, so I will explain what this speedrun actually is as we sleep a whole bunch. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, so milk and cookie speedrun. It is the fastest time to get a jug of milk from a cow and acquire cookies in the mail. And essentially what we're going to do is we are going to grab 2 tables and leave them out on our... we're going to leave them out on the tables there, the milk and cookies, for Santa Claus. And the run will end when we pick up our gifts from Santa, because after you leave milk and cookies out for Santa, obviously, you get little gifts in the mail. The reason why that we play as a male character is because you get gifts in the mail from your parents. If you play as the male character, you get gifts from your mom, which the first gift that they give you happens to be cookies, which is great for us. But if you play as a female character, they will be... you get money from your dad first, and then pink cake. So a little bit different comparison-wise, which is why most other speedruns choose the female character over the male character. In order to get the actual milk, we're going to be building a barn and actually getting a cow to be able to milk the cow. So the cookies, we do kind of use some game mechanics already in there. And then for the milk, we actually have to do some like farming and some work and some money-wise stuff for it as well. But first things first, we have to get all the way to winter. The reason why we're getting to winter is because, of course, Christmas, which is the Feast of the Winter Star in Stardew Valley. And we need to earn a bunch of money. And the way that we earn a bunch of money is by winter tilling. Surprise. This is a way that we collect money very, very fast in Stardew Valley. We use the winter forageables, which are the snow yams and the... what are they called? Winter roots? Snow yams and winter roots. The winter roots are worth 70 gold, and the snow yams are worth are worth 100 gold apiece. So if you smack the ground on the beach in a chess moves pattern, up 1 over 2 on the beach over and over again in this continuous pattern, which you will see, you get a bunch of them. Smack ground, get yams over and over again. And you sell those for the money to be able to build the barn and to get the actual cow itself. The particular farm that we did choose is called the Meadowlands Farm. With the Meadowlands farm, what's different from other Stardew Valley farms, apologies. What's different from other Stardew Valley farms is that you start with a coop already on your farm, and 2 chickens. So they give you 2 chickens right away. For this run, we don't use the chickens at all. But if you see that little package that's on the ground in the middle of my house here, usually that contains parsnips. On the Meadowlands farm, it does not have parsnips. It has hay, which is great for us because we want to be able to feed our cow without having to buy extra hay as well. So unfortunately, we are going to go and sell those chickens that we get for free. But that's okay, because that's kind of the point of them. We get extra money from them. And then we're going to go and do the winter tilling once we get to winter here. It takes approximately like 7 minutes to get all the way to winter. If you're doing it optimally and paying attention. But it is a pretty fun run. We have 1 season of sleeping left to go. So, quite a fast run, to say the least. I should say 7 minutes of IRL time. I think a little bit less than that in-game time, just because of the loading zones and everything else. But it's been a hot minute since I've tested the in-game times with sleeping. Oh, not only do we need money to build the barn itself, but we also need wood and we need stone, which we're also just gonna buy from Robin. We're not gonna do. There's only gonna be a little bit of tree chopping at the beginning here, as we're going to. Is we are going to make sure that there's space directly in front of our house to place down the barn. But otherwise, no. Not very much any tree chopping. But on winter 1, we will go out. Okay, a little over 7 minutes due to us getting an owl. For a hot minute there. And here is our last little day of sleep, and then we go out on winter 1 here. And we're going to skip all that. We're going to zoom out, which I realized we hadn't zoomed out. We need a 7x4 area. Let me make sure all this is good. I believe we should be able to place it right there. If we can't, that's a problem, but we'll figure that's for Lee's later problems. I am going to do this so that I can scroll things back and forth a little bit easier for myself. And we're going to head directly down to the beach. We're going to skip a bunch of cutscenes, though, in the meantime. And go all the way down to the beach. Checking the trash along the way just in case there's any food items for us. You never know. There's nothing. Surprise. Now we're gonna smack the ground a bunch of time with our hoe. And our pickaxe going back and forth and back and forth. There we go. And then once we found one, we go up one over two every time. So we get a pattern of 10. As you can see, I could not make 10. And on the ones where we make 10, we go back a row there. Or a column there. And then we pretty much just keep going until we can't make 10 anymore. And then you shift the line over and over until you cover the entirety of the beach here. And if you don't get one on a particular spot, you can hit the ground up to 3 times to try and get one. There you go. I can't go up any further, so we're going to go over 1 this time again. And there we are. We can make 10. This one we can't go over 1 because unfortunately we can't do it there. So what we'll do is instead we will hoe that same spot twice. Oop. And I missed a spot there. If you miss a spot like this, you kind of have to just move on with your pattern because otherwise it will kind of be all messed up. If you continue to hoe at the wrong spot. Let's hit the actual right spot this time. There we go. Five, 6, 7, 8. We're still going over. We will eat a little bit of our forage. Mayor Lewis, please move. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now that we have 10, I don't have to keep doing this. Also, the reason why I'm eating the winter root is because that one is the least expensive one. The snow yams are worth 100, and the winter roots are worth 70. So I don't feel as bad eating a winter root versus a snow yam. Okay, and so since we can't go there, we will start over with our next row here. 4, 5. Okay, we will do about a couple more rows here until we get to around 80-ish. We'll do this row, and now one more. And we should be good. I take it back. Let's do one more just to be safe. There we go. Safe enough. We're going to run all the way up to the top here. Ooh. There's our finishing of our winter forage. I'm going to go sell all of this to here into Pierre, and then we're going to run all the way up to the very top, which is where Robin's shop is. Skip this cutscene. There we go. And we're going to buy a bunch of stuff from Robin first. First thing is 350 wood. I buy the exact amount so that I don't have to overbuy, and then 150 stone. And then we buy a barn, which we're going to put right. Yes, we can build there. Directly in front of our house. Thank you. And we're going to run home now. We're going to stop in and sell some more chickens there. First things first. And then we are going to sleep for the next couple days until winter 4. Okay. We'll go down and around. Alrighty, let me sell my chickens here. Pardon me. Woohoo! There we go. Which means we have a little bit of extra money there. And there should be a walkway here because I made sure. We're going to go to bed for the next 2 days. And then on winter 4, we're going to grab a house. Grab a cow, not a house. We don't need a house. We are going to go and steal another table from another house, but that's something different. We're about to go do that right now here. There's a reason why I chose all those different cabins at the very beginning, and that is because we're going to sneak into this house here. And we're going to take a table for free. So instead of buying one from Robin, we're going to just steal this table. Because as previously stated, we need to set out milk and cookies for Santa Claus. So we need 2 tables. And then we're going to use the hay that we got from our house. And we're going to put the hay down there. Now we're going to make our way all the way down to Robin's. Did I say down to Robin's? Down to Marnie's. Goodness gracious. Getting everybody's names mixed up today. We're going to run all the way down to Marnie's here. So that we can buy a cow. And her house will be ready at 9 a.m. And so what we're going to do in the meantime, while we wait for... While we wait for Marnie to open up, is we are going to smack the ground over and over again. So that we run out of energy, because we are going to pass out. Four, 2. Alrighty, now we wait. And I'm going to just drop some things down on the ground there so I don't have to carry them around in my inventory. And we wait. 9 a.m. I am going to go ahead and sell those 2 eggs to Marnie, and then we're going to go ahead and buy a cow. Doesn't matter what the cow's name is. I didn't even see. And now we're going to pass out. There we are. And now we're going to sleep all the way until winter 14. It is winter 7. So just a couple more days. When we leave, we're going to go and check our mail for those cookies, as we said, from Mom. And then we're going to go and milk the cow. And the cow should be able to give us a milk on day 14 here, on winter 14. So we do have to wait for the cow to kind of grow up a bit. And then once the cow is full grown and no longer a baby, then we will get to milk the cow. 13. And 14. Excuse me, Pierre. Alrighty, if you're sensitive to light, watch your eyes. There we go, we got it. And, oh, some extra money as well, too. Ooh. There's our cookies, there's our milk. We're gonna go put them down on the table, and then we're gonna sleep all the way until we get Santa. And then time will end when we pick up both of the parcels off of the tables on winter 25. $22, $23, $24, and time. There we are. Alrighty. Hey, a little cheeky PB as well too. We'll take it. Absolutely. But that is the milk and cookie speedrun. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Bye.